Well, it's so good to see you. Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin with weather because it is windy, it is wet, it's muddy, and everyone wants to know when we might see a little bit of a shift. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick is here with a look at what we can expect.
Yeah, good afternoon, Laura. Umbrella on standby, and it is sprinkling from our outdoor weather center, but I don't feel the need to actually open it up because it is so light here from our South Hills studios. But obviously have noted where it has been a bit heavier through the morning hours and now into the midday. Again, I'm going to keep this by my side just in case it starts downpouring here, but it all looks pretty light from downtown Spokane to, again, where our studios are on the south side of town. Quite a bit heavier as you cross the state line and into Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene. I would say if we were here, we would definitely be using that. And most of the rainfall is really hugging the state line as you head down highways 95 and 195. Again, it's just raining all the way down into the Palouse. It's been a bit on and off at times, a little bit more scattered than this just completely covering widespread rainfall, but it is still present for today. Airport is still reporting that rainfall. It's 47 degrees, so not all that cold, but I don't think that our temperatures are really going to budge much more from here. Just looking at mid to upper 40s for highs today, but watch this. We go from rainfall at around 4 or 5 o'clock to almost completely clear skies during the overnight hours. Once we finally get that dry weather tonight, we are in for at least 2 dry days in a row. 2 is all we can manage for now as we're tracking not only how much longer the rain's going to last, but the windy conditions as well.
Thomas, thank you. It is officially Election Day, and KREM 2 is your home for complete election coverage. And we are covering every angle of the important races that impact our community. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones has a look at what voters in Spokane County should know.
Well, yeah, it's a big day here at the county elections office, but the first thing you should know is that there's 27 ballot drop-off locations throughout the county, and that includes right here at the county office. For a full list of all those locations, you can also go onto our website at krem.com and find all of that information. But here at the elections office, they're here to help you. They're here to answer any of the questions that you have, and then we've got a few reminders for you as well as the rest of the day takes place. So by now, all voters should have gotten their ballots in the mail. All you need to do is fill it out and get it into a drop box or postmarked in the mail by 8 p.m. tonight. The deadline to register to vote online or by mail has already passed, but you can still register to vote anytime in person. We got a chance to speak with some of the officials here at the office, and this is what they had to say.
So we have about 40 people that have been working for the last 3 weeks. It's processing the ballots that be returned to date. Today we'll have about 100 people scheduled to work to do the drop boxes, all the processing that comes in. So we'll process as many in the next 3 days as we did for the last 2 weeks.
And so as mentioned, you can still register to vote anytime in person. That includes today on Election Day. We're going to have you covered all day long in terms of the elections throughout the county. That will be on all of our platforms across KREM 2. So for now, reporting at the elections office, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Brandon, thank you. And on the ballot for voters who live in the city of Spokane are 2 very important but very similarly named proposals. Measure 1 will appear on the ballot for all Spokane County voters, while Proposition 1 will only appear for voters within the city of Spokane. So let's take a look. If Measure 1 is approved by voters, Spokane County residents would see a sales tax increase of 0.2%. A portion of the money collected will be used to build a new community correction and expand the jail in downtown Spokane. Those who oppose the measure say it would essentially be approving a blank check without a full plan on how to spend the money. All right, now to Proposition 1, which only appears on ballots in the city of Spokane. If voters approve Proposition 1, it would ban camping within 1,000 feet of parks, schools, and daycares. Homeless advocates say it would only cause further harm to people who are dealing with homelessness. It is also Election Day in Idaho. Voting is open with polls closing tonight at 8 p.m. So Nicole Hernandez has a look at a change for voters in Idaho.
So the biggest difference for voters this year is going to specifically affect people who are planning on registering to vote today. So if you are planning to register, The state is no longer accepting out-of-state driver's licenses as a proof of identity. So if you're planning on registering, make sure you bring proof of identity that isn't an out-of-state license, as well as proof of residency. So things you can use as that photo ID instead: a passport, tribal ID card, or concealed weapons license, and of course an Idaho driver's license works as well. Another change though, you can't use cell phone bills anymore to prove residency. So just make sure you come with the right documents to register today, because they will have to turn you away if you don't have them. We talked to one man outside of Fernan Elementary School here who's encouraging people here in North Idaho to vote.
Nothing affects your personal life more than your local elections. So voting for city council and voting for school districts and library districts and things of that nature is really critical.
Voters in Idaho will be deciding on a lot of things this election. One, a Kootenai County public space bond, quite a few council seats in Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene, and voters in Hayden, Rathdrum, Athol, and Sandpoint are deciding all on new mayors. Voting started at 8 o'clock this morning, including right here at Fernan Elementary School, and goes until 8 o'clock tonight. If you don't know where your closest polling place is, you can go to voteidaho.gov, type your address in, and it will spit back the closest polling place to you. In Coeur d'Alene, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
Nicole, thank you. And if you want more information about the races on the ballot, KREM 2, we've got you covered. Just text us the word vote to 509-448-2000, and we'll send you a link to our voter's guide right to your phone. There you'll find what you need to know, again, before casting your ballot. 12:07 right now. Ahead of tonight's election, our Verified team has heard from several viewers who want to know how they can be sure, very sure, that their vote is being counted accurately.
I think vote by mail is an excellent system and an excellent process. It is safe, it is secure, and we are able to produce accurate results.
Answer, our Verified team went straight to the source to verify the election process. So coming up tonight on KREM 2 News at 6, we give you an in-depth look at how Spokane County is handling your ballot, including the extra steps they take to keep the counting process secure.